You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth.
Yo, we're back. Another episode of The Clean Truth. I'm Don. Back with me again.
Should I say Red or Evonne? Red?
Whichever one you want.
We'll do Red since it's your show.
All right. The first thing I'd like to do would be to say congratulations and kind of give a little bit of props to Will Russ in Nashville. He just opened his location there. And then Sarah Sanderson and Cindy Sanderson, they opened up a new location in Edwardsville, my hometown where I grew up. It's where Evonne and I started Local Cafe. So that was a pretty cool trip for us to go to. Quick thank you to everybody that came out to that opening. It
was crazy. My feet still hurt. Anxiety levels were very, very high.
That's probably the first opening that I've ever seen you cuss at, like literally cuss out loud at other individuals.
I could mention something, but it would be recorded and we don't need that for lawsuit terms.
But it was a good opening. It was nice to see everybody that I went to high school with that came in and supported Sarah and supports our brand now and everything. And then we should probably mention our old locale customers. We saw a bunch of those. That was pretty cool.
Tons.
I think I put something out online not too long ago. Sarah and I did try to record a podcast while I was there. I wanted to talk to her and kind of get basically how she got there. I just wanted her to tell her story and then kind of dish some dirt on our childhood and how we grew up, some of the crazy stories that we both have. But it didn't turn out real well. We were kind of had to do it the last night that I was there, and we were trying to record it in the dining room. People didn't realize what time she closed and was knocking on the door. Just the whole thing didn't really work out. So I'm going to revisit that, and we'll get that podcast eventually going. But the topic today is I don't want to drop the F-bomb. We're going to call it WTF, What the Food and Fitness. There's a lot of crazy, crazy trends with food and with fitness. So we just wanted to talk about a bunch of them. I'm going to make fun of some, and then some of them have, I think, some legitimacy. We'll start with the food. And the first one that I've got is people putting weed in food.
Well, I think that this has been around for a little while. I mean, the brownies and pot and all that. So why not take it to the next level?
We're not talking about hash brownies. I'm talking like hemp. It was just a weird thing to me. I don't know. I don't get it.
I don't think so. I think it's organic.
Don't play with your weed. Just smoke it. Next one, bleeding meat substitutes. I'm on the fence with this one. We just dropped the Beyond Meat burger.
Yeah, I was going to say, you can't be on the fence because we are going to actually start promoting it in our new menu. So,
they're just weird. Like some of them, I don't know, some of them were a little weird.
Well, I don't understand if you're wanting to be vegetarian or vegan, why you want to see your burger bleed. So,
right.
But it does. Like you put it on the grill and you put the spatula on it and just like this blood liquid runs out.
Well, the Beyond burgers are beets.
It's beets. Yeah. It's just weird. But it did taste good. You tasted it, right? Did you like it?
I wasn't a fan.
But it does have 25 grams of fat.
Everybody else loved it. I mean, it was really popular. I'm just saying.
Somebody, we won't mention names out there, Mr. Potter, ate 2. So that was 50 grams of fat that he was sitting there eating. Remember?
I'm sure he paid for that one later.
But the second ingredient on that, just so you know, is coconut oil. So I think that's where the fat comes from.
The next one that I've got is mini corn dogs. Now, who in the hell wants a mini corn dog? If you're going to go all the way. Right?
Minis have been around forever.
I don't know. It was a very popular trend in my research for this topic. Right?
Well, is it just Smokies? Is it Smokies in the cornmeal?
No, it was like
maybe it's portion control.
Fucking hot dog.
Maybe if you're craving corn dogs, this is your way to only have a little bit instead of the big one.
Portion control.
Portion control. I think this is a good trend.
The next one is called chewing, not chopping. When I read this one, I about shit my pants. People actually like chew the food up
Spit it?
instead of dicing the food. It's like a new
Wait.
trendy thing. No, I swear.
Okay. So I just want to put this out here because if people see us not prepping their food with gloves, they're all freaked out.
Right. Now, could you imagine me back there chewing up their broccoli and then spitting it back in their bowl and saying, "Here you go"? No, I'm serious. It was a real thing. Look it
But
up.
why? Did they say why?
No, I mean, I don't know. I guess it just...
But think of the electricity you could save on this trend. We wouldn't have to pay electric bill for like the grill, panini grill, oven. We'll just chew it, spit it out.
That'll really blow their mind. Another one was bubble waffles. Man, don't play around with a waffle. Just give me the damn waffle. I mean, they're making bubbles out of it. And putting them on a stick, like a waffle stick. With a bubble, like a lollipop. It's a waffle.
Oh, I thought the little spaces were going to blow bubbles.
No.
I was expecting.
They're like waffle pops.
Why are they called bubbles?
I don't know. Bubble waffles.
Why don't they just call it a waffle pop? What would be really cool if they got the waffle to blow the bubbles?
The other one falls under the same category with if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Is sushi donuts. They make donuts out of sushi. You can't do that.
So is the rice substituted with the donut pastry?
No. It's a donut, like literally made out of sushi. And then they pick them up and eat them.
I'm confused on this one. You should have brought pictures.
I should have.
This should have been a picture book.
Yeah, we are filming this. I could have done a little tutorial. Fried Twinkies.
It's been around for a long time.
Yeah, I know, but it was still trendy, and I wanted to mention it. That's like suicide.
No different than the Snickers or cheesecake, fried Snickers, fried donuts. What else they fry? There's always
Oreos?
something new
Oreos.
Fried Oreos. So why is the Twinkie a problem?
The Twinkies are nasty anyway.
Maybe if you add a little grease, they're good.
Zingers were good. Remember Zingers when you were a kid?
Do they deep fry those?
Isn't that just a coconut Twinkie?
I don't think so.
The next one has basic written all over it. Pumpkin spice pizza. That just sounds freaking nasty. I guess they take the sauce and replace it with pumpkin and then bake it like a pizza.
It's just like a dessert cookie. It's like a fruit pizza.
Where's my Ubs? Anyway, that just didn't sound good. Next one comes from Arby's. So we were having a conversation at the house last night that we were thinking about doing this signature bowl, that isn't on our menu.
You can't say nothing about that.
Well, it doesn't matter. If it happens, it'll happen. Well, I guess, so if you don't know, you can go to Dairy Queen and get what's called a cookie jar blizzard. Sort of the same thing. It's not on their menu, but if you know about it, they'll make it for you. It's every freaking cookie they have, and they blend it up, and they put it over chocolate ice cream. Cookie jar blizzard.
Which I do not like.
I think it's amazing.
It's too many things in the one cup. Like you
just don't have you don't have an inner fat kid.
Guess not.
Well, anyway, Arby's has one of these. It's called the Arby's Meat Mountain.
Is it on their menu?
Just thinking about that for a minute. No, it's not on their menu. It's every meat that they have.
On
every roast beef, chicken, tender, every one of them. All on one big damn sandwich. I just want to go get one just to see it.
But is this on the menu?
No.
So you walk in, and if they know about it, they'll make it for you. But if they don't,
you tell them you want an Arby's Meat Mountain sandwich.
Huh. How much was it?
This last one, I don't even know where to begin on this one. And I don't even know why I wrote this down. I wrote this down with a different pen color, meaning that we were talking about it when we were going over this. But a fecal matter transfer. Do you know what that is?
No.
I think it's where you take somebody else's fecal matter and...
Is this like medical?
I guess.
Because they don't have like maybe bacteria?
Maybe for the bacteria.
I'm just going to let everyone out there know
I'm going to shit in a
not,
bag and give it to you and say, here you go.
I'm not volunteering for this one. Sorry. You would.
Oh.
You wouldn't.
How would you get the fecal matter? How would you transfer it?
I'm sure it's like a surgical procedure. It's not like they're just going to come over to your bathroom and collect it. I'm sure you have to be like admitted and it would be a procedure.
Sounds gross.
So would you do it for someone?
Would I shit in a bag for somebody? Absolutely. With a quickness. I'd do that for free.
So if anybody needs a fecal transplant, just call you.
Yes.
All right.
All right. Moving on from food. Those were some weird food topics that I wanted to talk about. I thought they were pretty good. The chewing, not chopping thing is still...
That's still kind of gross.
Getting me a little bit.
I can't even do, what's that ice cream place that we don't go to because they play with your food too much.
Cold Stone?
Cold Stone. They take the ice cream on that marble, flip it around. And I'm just like, oh, no. Too many things can happen.
All right. So the fitness topics, there's a lot of new, I wouldn't say new trends, top trending fitness topics that I found. I just made a list here, and what I was going to do is just mention it. We'll talk about it for a second, and I'll let you know if I either love it or hate it, and to give you the reasons why. First one is HIIT training or interval training.
I like HIIT training.
Yeah, I love it. It's good.
Yeah.
Good way to keep your heart rate up.
Yeah.
Good way to burn calories really fast.
Especially if you're like short on time and,
I did a HIIT ride last night on the Peloton.
I heard you. That's what she sounded.
How are you going to edit that out? I'm like a moose.
That's what you sound like upstairs. It was a 20-minute bike ride.
You could not hear me.
I could. Yes, I could.
Whatever. All right. The next one is group training. I'm not a fan of this. I know it's like the new popular thing. Everybody's doing group classes. The gyms are big on it. Your bigger gyms are really pushing Group X trainings. What are they called? Les Mills. They have a big group program. I mean, I know a lot of people like them. I'm just personally not a fan of it. I guess.
Why?
I would never do it. I just wouldn't do it.
Because you're a loner. You don't like to talk. And
how did this turn into a bashing Don session?
But I do like them.
I know you did.
So we actually have Wednesday and Saturday, I got a group of women that come over to our garage and work out. So here's why I like group training. Do you want to hear my opinion? Okay. So I feel that if you're around...
choice, but...
Yeah. So anyway, I feel like the group training allows people to be very competitive without knowing that people are being competitive. Because like if you're in a group, you're not going to be that one person that quits that everyone stares at, right? And women are like that. I feel like in our groups that like, oh, did you see such and such? She fell plank like 20 seconds in. Like, oh, that kind of thing. So you're always that person that doesn't do it. So I feel like group training pushes people, right?
Yeah.
And as a personal training, when I used to do that, I loved group training because I feel that personal training, not to bash personal training, but personal training becomes almost like a counseling session. Like everyone just wants to either bash their husbands, they want to bash children, they want to just, it becomes a gossip talk. And I feel group training.
Depends on the trainer.
Yeah. But I mean, you know how it is. So I feel group training, you don't have time to speak. And then as an instructor, I could be like, teach the class and walk out the back door and never have to like have that, that talk. Just say.
How much longer are we going to do these boot camps at the house and my gym that I designed and I built that a bunch of women are exercising? This is going to go on for
Do you not know this answer?
Huh?
Do you not know the answer to this? As long as I want.
Okay. The next one is wearable technology. I love it. I love gadgets.
Like
toys.
What? Like
Garmin watches. I guess Apple watches would be included, and they have fitness apps.
I personally don't, because I think it's too much time. They're too much time to program. They're too much time to record everything. I don't want to sit there and put in every freaking rep that I do. Like either you burn some calories or you don't. Now, if it's for heart rate, then I can see that. But
we're probably going to disagree on every one of these. It's funny.
I just think they take up too much of my time.
They're just toys. They're fun.
Like, do I really need to know how much I walk a day? No, my feet hurt if I walked enough. Right?
Sure.
All right. But on the flip side, I guess if you need to be that tracker person OCD that needs to know your steps, and that's good.
Right. Body weighted training. I like it.
I never
Not
did.
Not everybody can lift weights.
Right. But since my knee injury, doing the body weight, like you wrote me out this training plan the other day, and I was like, "Ugh, whatever." So, but it was body weight. Remember,
It works, doesn't it?
It worked. Like I was really, really sore, so I couldn't lift. I can't squat too heavy with my knee right now, and the lunge. And so you did. It was a good workout. So it was complete body weight, and I was really, really sore.
Can we rewind that and make sure that plays twice, just so she can? Okay.
One time.
All right. The next one is strength training. I wrote strength training versus like volume or hypertrophy training. I personally love that. That's kind of what I've switched into just for functionality reasons. I'm not really training to be the biggest guy in the room anymore. I don't really care. So I'd rather be stronger and more functional in everyday life. So that's kind of where I went with that one.
Are you mean strength training as in like low reps? Like that whole thing you tell me to come over and spot you for 2 things, and I'm like, we prepared this for 20 minutes and you lifted twice. That one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Why?
Because I think that it's same as the watches. Like you sit there and you're working out, and it takes you 15 minutes to program something into your wristwatch. Same thing with your lift. Like it took you 20 minutes to wrap your elbows, to get in position, to get
That's
me
just because
over
I'm
there.
old
And then like you lift 2, like I thought we were going to like lift the other night. And you're like, can you spot me? I'm like, yeah, I'll come over. So I'm spotting you. It's like twice. I
it
waited
was almost
20 minutes.
400 freaking pounds.
Doesn't matter.
And I move it twice. And you're whatever, lady. All right, the next one I put being certified. That seems to be a big fitness trend. Everybody wants to be certified in something. My response to that was Get Lost. Actually, it was an X-rated version of Get Lost. But
Give me an example of what they're being certified in.
mm,
Like a trainer?
yeah, like all these new online training certifications,
But don't you think
nutritional certifications.
I know, but don't you think
They're a
that
bunch of crap.
Well, what if they don't know and they injure somebody and they didn't take the class?
No, I'm saying I think they should go a little bit more above and beyond.
So actually, like, go to classrooms and not
Well,
online
not
training?
necessarily classrooms, but more accredited certifications. Then
For all you who want to get certified, I think it's awesome. Go for it.
the next one is yoga. I like it. I never did before. I mean, it was wasn't really my thing. But then when you took me to what's it called, yin yoga?
Yeah. Yin.
Yeah, that was good.
That's
Helped my
good.
back out.
You're actually pretty good.
I think if more bigger guys learned actually what it really did and how it helped them, I think they would be pretty surprised. I was.
Yeah. And you've gone since we've gone. We try to do it once a week now.
Yeah. Personal training. We just covered that one. I like it. I know you don't. I think it's more hands-on. I think you're right, though. I mean, sometimes it does have a tendency to get out of control or be a counseling session or
But I think it's up to the trainer to
control it.
that. But if you're that personal trainer who's sitting there texting on your phone while your client's lifting, like I have an issue with that too.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just think that personal training, if you're going to take someone's money for that hour, then they need to be focused. They need as a client to get as much out of as they can in that hour. And the trainer needs to be attentive because that person's training or, paying them to train them. So
that's pretty common.
If you're going to be a personal trainer,
gyms.
just be the best. Like, be good.
I think they should have a niche too.
What kind of niche?
I don't know. I mean, look here at Wilmington. I can throw a tennis ball and hit 9 of them. They're everywhere. So I mean, the good ones have a niche. I won't name names. I won't do that. But the trainer that you were training with, he's really good. He's got a niche. He's got a little system that he uses. All of his trainers fall under his brand. They all have the same vision, the same why, and they're really successful. I mean, somebody with just an online certification trying to get clients, it's not going to work. It doesn't work, especially in an area like this. But
Yeah, but it goes back to that person too, whether they have the passion to help someone or they're just trying to get
that could be the
quick
niche.
paycheck.
That could be what I'm saying. All right. Fitness for the elderly.
Silver
I like it.
sneakers. Yeah.
I'm going to be a silver sneaker. Yeah, I'm right.
You're going to be crabby.
Huh?
You'll be a crabby silver sneaker.
Why?
Just because. But that's group training. So you don't like group training. So you're going to be the silver
when
sneaker
I'm
that goes in and does 2
65.
reps.
When I'm 65. I'll be
Oh,
different.
so 65, you're going to be able to go into group training now.
Yeah, you'll be dead and gone by then, and I'll have to put my teeth back in and go try to pull some game off. Functional fitness. I like it. Goes back to the strength training thing. I just prefer that now over going in and blowing out 300 reps on something.
Yeah, I think it's good.
The next one's really cool to me, only because we have one. I put down gym streaming to members at home.
Peloton?
Well, Peloton's one of them, but now I guess they have like group classes at different gyms or organizations that will actually live stream workouts right to your home. That's pretty cool.
But my only thing with that is for the females out there, like, because you can always, like, every time I get on the Peloton bike, I see dust everywhere. So you really want to get off the bike and go like dust the floor. Or, you know, I guess if you're going to do it, just make sure you're in a room that's clean and there's no laundry piled up and that kind of stuff, right? I don't know. I get distracted.
That would be the question that I put my foot in my mouth if I open up and say anything.
What?
My response would be, clean your damn house, lady.
But there's always like you're riding the bike and the sun comes in just right. And there's like this, you can just see dust just there. And I can't focus on the Peloton ride because there's dirt on the floor.
So are you saying that our den where our Peloton is really dirty?
I'm just saying everyone has dust. I mean, if you walk through the house, you're going to have dust. But I like home training and I like all that stuff. But I think
You don't like it because of dust.
because there's always something to do. Like I can't focus because there's something to always do at the house. Whether like you could be in the middle of a Peloton ride and the dryer goes off. Like what should you do? Because you know you have another load. So should you get off, pause, because it's not live, right? Pause, go up, switch the laundry out,
What if
come
it
back
is
down.
live?
Well, there's to
And
be
the
remembered.
point of doing the exercise is to not worry about the laundry that's in the dryer.
That's why you need to go to the gym.
But you are a psycho and you'll sit there and think about it while you're trying
That's
to
me.
exercise.
Yeah. So I guess don't do laundry if you're going to go for a Peloton ride. And don't open the shades so the sun comes in. Do it in a dark space.
You're so weird. All right, the last one that I've got, virtual reality workouts. What in the hell, and who the hell thought of this?
Isn't that kind of like what was that video game back, the Wii? Wii?
Wii? Nintendo
Yeah.
Wii?
Huh?
That wasn't virtual reality, though.
Is
So
it
this is
more
where you
than
actually
this?
wear the stupid-ass goggles. And I would trash the house doing that. I'd fall over,
Yeah.
kick the dog, break my foot.
I have not tried it, so I guess I shouldn't have an opinion on it yet, but I would say it probably would be, yeah. If I can't focus on the Peloton, I'm surely going to focus with goggles.
Video games and porn. That's what virtual reality is for. Not workouts.
Virtual reality you can't do porn with virtual reality.
Yes, you can.
You have goggles that you do? Like you're in the room with them?
How do I answer this?
Really?
Go to Pornhub and look up VR.
I don't want
Anything.
that stuff. No.
I'm not saying I have done it.
You
I don't even know where our virtual reality goggles are. We paid $20 for them. I used them once and put them back in the thing, and I don't think I touched them again. I don't know.
You just know a lot about it. But go ahead.
Well, that's all I got. Do you got anything to add?
No, I
Fitness or food related, lady?
No, I thought with your list that you were going to talk about the goat yoga. Have you heard of goat yoga?
I have. The one that kills me the most is the death metal yoga.
Yeah,
Now,
because they're
isn't
all
yoga
supposed to be
supposed to
zen.
be for like inner peace? These people are jamming deicide to The dog pose. How does that work?
I don't think the Buddhas would be happy with that.
No. That goes
No
completely
namaste
against-
there.
No.
But I think you should go do goat yoga.
Why am I? You guys said this the other day. Why should I go do goat yoga?
Because
I don't
you're
want
just
some goat
like
pissing on me,
I know, but
headbutting me.
you're just like the big dude, like that with the small goat. Like I just think it would be funny.
I'm not kidding you now.
If anybody wants to see Dawn do goat yoga, like text or Facebook him or whatever you guys do.
For the right price, I will go do goat yoga.
I think it'd be funny.
$100.
I'll pay $100 to go see you do
You
goat
will?
yoga. Yeah.
Done.
All right.
All right, guys. I guess that's going to wrap it up. I'm tired of going back and forth with this lady. Thanks for listening. If you guys haven't subscribed, we put the podcast on Spotify now, so it's available on Spotify. Stop by, download, or subscribe on iTunes. Until next time. Talk to you later.